EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Levis going to the air right away. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. The Saints at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in following a loss last week. And that, of course, ended that strong run they were on. They had won 7 in a row prior.
And something you pointed out to me before the game even began. They've had terrific fortune throughout their entire win streak. But we both saw it happen right in front of our eyes. Some of that good fortune dried up, and they ended up taking the loss.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. You look at this Bears defense, and they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Escapes the defender. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First down, here's White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mayfield on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action. Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback. But here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bird to return from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0.
Touchdown, Bears! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And Levis going to change the play. In motion left comes Bryant. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, nice move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Here's Levis. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got room to roam. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lack of...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mayfield looks to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Mayfield down. His throw incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bird to return from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And 4C incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Levis on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the gun, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down and 4. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. Going deep here for Bryant. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And now they'll shift things around. Levis now on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Quentin Johnston, 26 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll try the right side here with White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bird to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down, here's Levis.
Got a man here, it's Bryant. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Quentin Johnston in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Hey, alert 33. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And
that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 21.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On second down, they'll run with White. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Point it right. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lucas Van Ness. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On the return, it's Bird. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Levis. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now is 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it to Robinson. Fights loose.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Touchdown!
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
159 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 23-yard run.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Levis back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 19-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Chicago.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.